Hello and welcome to Kat's Real Life Mystic Tarot. I'm Kat and I'm doing a reading today for Aquarius for the first 2 weeks of August 2019. We're going to go ahead and start with a little bit of a meditation. I'll have you just stare at the flame, take a few deep breaths. This time is for you. Clearing your mind, bringing clarity, understanding to what's happening for us this August 2019. The decks have all been shuffled. I'm using the Thelema deck right now. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a horoscope reading. So basically, it's going to show what's happening in every part of your life right now. I do not read reversals. I feel that we'll get clarity without using the reversals, and I'll use another deck to clarify. I'm going to cut the deck. Okay. First house energy is your house of self. Second house, house of your assets. Third house, what's going on, your mental energies. Fourth house of home. Fifth house of love affairs, creative projects, children, pets. Sixth house is also pets, service, work, health in your sixth house. Seventh house of partnerships or business partnerships. Eighth house of sex, death, and taxes. Ninth house, upper education, learning, religion, justice. 10th house of your career. 11th house, social groups. The 12th house, the unknown, something in the behind the scenes, secrets, things that are hidden. All right, Aquarius, I know it's going to be an exciting month for you. Already done some readings. So getting started, the energy, your energy, like I said, your energy. So the first card out is the Tower. So you're going through something, big changes. This, although is typically viewed as a scary card, is not scary. I mean, this is the end to any boredom that you've ever had. This is breakthroughs to your real self, to your perfect life. And something significant about this is that it's usually sudden. It's usually sudden, shocking. You may go through a sudden change. Because this is the house of your image, you may do something entirely out of character. So, like I said, it's going to be exciting. Second house of your assets. Celebration, family. Being able to celebrate through things that are not comfortable for other people. Being able to see the light-heartedness in any circumstance. So this is a very positive card for a very positive attitude, and this is your asset. This is what you have. Third house. So in your mind is a choice. You're really examining the possibility of a choice, what to choose. You could be contemplating also between two lovers, two relationships, it could be two jobs. You know, it's more relationship oriented, but as the reading progresses, we'll clarify it. But making a choice. In your mind, there's two things going on. 4th house energies in your home. Okay, that's pretty clear. You may be moving home. This is the Chariot. Energies are hard, take some skill to control, but you're balancing it, moving forward. If there's been some contemplation of whether you're going to move house or possibly move to another location, this confirms it. Moving forward, and this is a major arcana, so there is something going on within your home and something going on with you. Major arcana in your 1st house. They might be related. Fifth house, the Emperor. So you may be having a love affair with the boss. Someone who has a Emperor energy, very dominant energy. You may be contemplating being a boss yourself if you have a creative project that you're starting, being your own boss. So that's what's happening there. There could be a father to your children, because this is the love affair and children's house. Could be something going on there with the father of your children, whether you're together or not. Anyways, we have 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th major arcana you have in your personal houses. So, like I said, exciting month. The first 2 weeks of August are going to show themselves to you. 6th house. This is your health and at work and service and pets. So Knight of Cups, there may be someone at work that's interested in you. It could be a male or female energy. It just means a youthful love feeling someone has around you. Could be how you feel towards your pets or how you feel health-wise. So you may be feeling healthy and emotionally contented. Knight of Cups energy. 7th house. So passionate energy. A message about partnership. A message from a loved one. A message from a business partner. So we'll clarify that later. 8th house. 8th house, you're a little bit burdened. I'm trying to get rid of this blue speck I have. 8th house, 9 of Wands. This is the final push. So that's how I look at it. I used to love Everest movies. And the final push was the last day before they go to the summit. And they're already exhausted, can't eat properly, overworked, no energy, and they have to make that push into the death zone. So in the 8th house, so you feel like maybe you can't push through this. Could be some psychological stuff being in the 8th house. Excuse me. But be strong, push through. Yeah, so the wounded warrior, some people say, it's the final push. 9th house, 3 of Swords. So there's been some break, some disappointment. Could be with your higher education. Maybe it didn't turn into the job you wanted. Disappointment maybe with a spiritual leader. Disappointment in, it could be a judgment or settlement. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is a hurt, something that most of the time hurts your ego. This is not a major soul-breaking card. This is more of a, mundane. It's not part of the major arcana. So something that hurts your ego, something that hurts your beliefs. 10th house. This is your house of career, and you're making a choice. So we're pretty clear on there's a choice you're about to make. And it looks like it might have more to do with career than with relationship. So this is coming up. So this shows a woman blindfolded. She's making a choice, unbiased, an intellectual choice. '11th house, 9 of Cups. So with your family groups, or your groups, not necessarily family, but friendly groups, social groups, you're happy. You get a lot of joy from, it could be anything. Social media, could be people at work, could be your neighbors, maybe a group, and if you're in a sport or some kind of activity, other people in that group bring you a lot of joy. So 12th house, 7 of Swords. So something you're not aware of is there is a thief in your midst. Someone wants to take from you. So beware. It will probably surprise you. It may be someone you wouldn't expect. It's hidden, unknown, sabotaging. Okay, guys. So a lot of stuff going on with yourself. You have a huge change in your self-image. We're going to clarify that right away and find out what that's going to involve. Making a choice, and this has to do with your career. But it's in your mind more than in your actual career. It's weighing heavier on your mind than actually in reality. You're having a lot of thoughts about it. Moving forward at home, there are changes in your home. Father of your children or a lover is playing an important role right now in your August 1st through the 14th. A message from your 7th house. That's a message from either husband, partner, business partner. Something important there. So let's clarify. Let's start, guys, with the Tower, because Lord knows we always want to know what this is. And just to let you know, I shuffle the decks before I begin, so I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. Hopefully, if something jumps out, I'm going to take that. If it doesn't, I'll select from the card deck. So the Tower. What's Aquarius? What's the change Aquarius is making? What is going on with them? What type of change? In what area is the change? What are they changing to? What is coming forward in their life? What is shocking about it? Okay, here it is. So Justice. This is the Justice card. They call it Maloramentum? Maloramentum. This is the Justice card for this Cathar deck. So, for this I see, if you've had problems with people, if you've had problems at work, let's say, problems with a lover, you don't have to do anything about it. The change is going to happen to them. If you need to make changes, if something's out of balance and needs to come into balance, you will have that happen. And let's see, what will that look like for Aquarius? What might the event look like for Aquarius? Wow, so much major arcana, guys. Lucifer. In this deck, it's called Lucifer. It's the Hierophant in other decks. And basically, that's tradition. It's societal norms. So either you may, like, for instance, getting married. That would be a Hierophant event. And would fit into this. It might be shocking. Maybe the message you get in the 7th house is a proposal. And this will shock you. But it's fair. And it's a societal norm. It could be the breaking from norms. You may break from norms. Maybe the job that you choose may be odd to many people and seem like, what a shock. Maybe you're a lawyer, doctor, and you don't want that position, you don't love it, and you go to become an astrologer or something like that. That would completely fit this scenario. So something along those lines is going to shock probably everyone, including yourself. Maybe you're 62 and you're getting married to your neighbor or something. Something's going on. So that's what I'm getting there. In terms of it being really bad, I don't think it's really bad because you have justice. So it's a balancing of scales. And also, although this says Lucifer, it's really material norms, traditions, that type of thing. So following or not following those norms and traditions is something that could happen. The choices you have, the choice in your mind, and there's two choices, and it appears to be around career, but let's see what this deck tells us. Let's see what Spirit tells us. So we want what are the two choices? Lovers for Aquarius in the beginning of August. What are the choices? What are our two choices? One is craftsmanship, and number two, okay. I'm going to pause.